heart with a sweet one bliss. Someone flips me a bad body. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a first one, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Yo, people, what is good? Welcome back to the Stayweighedin show. Obviously, right now, it's your boy Ray in the building. Normally would have my A mic, Abbas, but he's feeling under the weather, so definitely a get well soon to Abbas. But today, I'm joined by a special guest, my tag team partner. If you watch the boxing roundup on Sunday, my guy Ricco. What's going on, man?
Lovely to be here, bro. Thank you so much for having me. I'm a massive fan of yours and Abbas content.
I appreciate it, much
Um,
appreciate, man.
so yeah, man. No, I'm really glad to be on the show. How are you, bro?
Likewise, listen, man. I'm a follower of your work. We've got many matching opinions on this boxing stuff. We see through a lot of the Fugazi stuff. So
You're my
just looking,
twin. You're my iBoxingHub twin.
listen, man.
We have a
We see the
group
truth,
chat
man.
where we just flame Trey like on a daily basis. You guys won't see this, and it's unfortunate that Trey's not obviously able to be here in person. But if you watch the show on Sunday, you'd probably feel sorry for the geezer.
Well, what's the boxing roundup on Sunday? We had to tell some truths of the boxing world that people didn't want to face,
Hard
but it's
truth,
all right, man. Some hard truths.
hard truths, bro. It's okay. Do you know what it is? Sometimes in life, Ray, a hard truth is necessary
Absolutely.
for development and all those good things. I feel like sorry guys, we have a glitch. There's we might have some technical issues. I don't know. You might be seeing some stuff on your screen. But yeah, we just want to send our praise and thoughts to Trey in Valhalla after that episode. But no, thank you guys. Thank you for having me, Ray. This is your show. You lead the way.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ah,
No, I said
brilliant. Yeah.
this is your show, my guy. Thank you for having me. You lead the way.
Love. Yeah, man, we'll start off. We'll carry on from what the hot topic is right now. Ryan Garcia, celebrity boxer or potential champion. What are we saying? Superstar or celebrity? The curious case of Ryan Garcia. What are we saying, man? Is it
Nonsense, Brev. Nonsense. All right, look. I have a lot. I have a couple of things to say. Obviously,
go on. Speak your mind, man.
it's. Do you know what it is? It's so nice. I really love this show, by the way, in the sense that you let me allow myself to exfoliate these grievances, like sweat on a summer's day. Now I gotta go deep here.
Go on,
Okay, I
pause.
gotta go
Yeah.
deep. Hashtag no Diddy. Um, you know, where do we draw the line in professionalism, Ray? Now, for those of the people out there that watch my shows or listen to my stuff or, just generally know me,
They're tuned in.
I hate fighters that miss weight. It's unprofessional. I mean, Benavidez has not escaped any slander from me because of missing weight. Ryan literally went in there, after contradicting himself in the tweet of don't, accept a fight if you're not prepared to cut the weight or do this or what have you. Not making any excuses in terms of Devin being caught up by the mind
And
games.
he
Fair
has
enough.
an Eva. And he has an Eva. Let's keep that in mind.
That's what I'm talking about.
There must be some football going on. I think it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Playing
Apologies.
tonight.
Yeah.
No. Hey. This is your casa. I'm just suing.
All good.
But literally, it's he came in 3.5 pounds overweight. It's a disgrace, really. It's a disgrace to boxing. It's a disgrace to young up and coming fighters. I mean, what I don't understand over there for our American compatriots is that, Devin Haney, He does everything that we ask him to. He goes over to Australia. God knows what creatures and mythical beasts there are over there. And he goes there twice. I'm yet to go once,
Yep.
probably yet to go ever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
in
not
the
a
same
slight on
boat.
Australia or their mythical beast tour industry. It's not anything about that. It's the fact that Devin did what a lot of people didn't do. Now, uh, Trey, our colleague here, he seems to think that Devin's resume isn't resumeing, and that doesn't really sit right with me. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Javante Tank Davis, also known as Abdul Wahid, obviously his wins over Ryan Garcia has aged. Okay, I won't say well due to current controversy, but he's never been undisputed. He's never unified. He's never done all of the things that we hold dear as true boxing fans. Devin Haney does all of these things. I will say that him fighting in those ridiculous UGG boots does bring somewhat of karma to the situation. But far be it from me to just brush the whole thing with this type with his choice of shoe. Look, Ray, all I'm trying to say is that we need to hold fighters accountable for. I mean, Ray, you understand boxing in the sense of when you're cutting weight, what Ryan did is unforgivable in the sense of he was fully nu-
He didn't
nutrients,
push himself. He didn't push
nutrients,
himself.
oxygen, and fat, and he was fine during that week. Everybody that really knows boxing knows that fight week, in terms of the weigh-in and everything, is the most crucial in fight preparation. Devin did all of that. Yes, he looked like shit, but he still won rounds. You know, and the thing is that yes, he was getting caught with that check left hook, but I can almost guarantee that if Ryan actually made the contracted weight and did all the things he was supposed to do, it would have been a much different fight. But hindsight is,
Yeah,
hindsight.
this is what my thing is with Devin Haney. And one thing I've liked about him and Bill, with all the excuses out there, they've just said, you know what? Kudos, Ryan. You got the win. We're gonna run it back, and we're gonna make sure next time that it's on fairer grounds of the weight. And I feel like also as well, it's gonna come a time where Ryan's gonna get his comeuppance because one thing about this game, it's nasty and it will tell the truth on a lot of things. And I believe Ishe Smith was even like calling out Golden Boy because he was just like, boy, when Ryan lost last time, you lot ran away. You lot weren't at the press conference. You lot weren't in the ring next to him. You lot weren't. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But having the back of their fire, and I've seen Devin Haney still got the same people around him, even after the loss. The same people showing him love, and this game is
I,
fickle, man. And this is what we were saying. Sorry, give me a sec. This is what we were saying, like on the boxing roundup, in regards to yo, the people. If people want fighters to face the best, yeah, I get the whole thing of banter is always gonna fly. But then there's a certain point where it's just like this ain't even banter no more. You lot is ridiculing these fighters for being risk takers. So I don't know. Do you guys want to go back to the early tens when bare people weren't fighting each other and keeping their own because that's what's gonna happen, and then you end up with situations with Tank facing people like Hector Garcia that's not even in his weight class. Do you get
oh,
what I'm saying?
oh,
Going, quote unquote going up and weight and putting weight restrictions. Like this is crazy.
oh.
Like is that's my thing. Definitely lost out in the final fighter, and we got to get to a point where we got to start cultivating a culture where, listen, man, if you take a loss, listen, don't get me wrong, banner has to run, and I'm all for the banner. If people got
No one
funny
escapes
banter,
the banter.
yeah, no
Nobody.
one
Not
escapes the banter.
me. Not anybody.
But I think it's more annoying where it's like the banter's not even funny. It's just people just running stupid agendas. And it's just like, brother, if you're gonna be a hater, yeah, be a proper good hater. Like, make it funny, man. Like, some of you haters ain't even on job.
Or bring some kind of facts into the discussion, because it's just like someone like that, like the argument, like the thing is, it's like this, and I say this all the time. Boxing fans are the scum of the earth, right? Boxing fans are absolute bums. We don't deserve some of the things that we get as a fan base because I think the level of casual fan to and a hardcore fan, there's such a big gap there because
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
for
mean.
sure.
But like it's just like you said there. Why am I, a young kid, gonna be risking my shit, right? When all it is the next day on the internet, I'm gonna be ridiculed, harassed. I'm gonna be my resume is gonna be made out to be like I didn't do shit. Like people discredit Devin beating To, but they'll accept. Not To, Loma, but they'll accept
Loma,
To beating Loma, and it's like it's a year or 2 years apart. It's like the
it's the
craziest
same
thing
fighter.
ever. How like why do you hate Devin? I don't like I get he's a young kid, he does dumb shit but everybody does that type of
He's
stuff.
young though. That's the thing. Cause the
He's
people
a
that's like,
youth,
oh
bro.
yeah,
He's a
he's
youth.
young. He does dumb stuff. Like he's 25. The thing is, I think because he's been in people's faces for so long, people forget that yo, this guy's still young. It's like the football equivalent I was having the other day when me and my guys were talking about Raheem Sterling, and we're just like, he ain't even touched 30s yet. He's just been in front of people's eyes for so long that you think
Mm.
he's more older and he's a veteran
Like
for
a
what he's
Daniel
done.
Dubois.
Uh, we'll agree to disagree on that one, but I know
No, that's
you
a
and
perfect
Trey.
example. Daniel, that you would think Daniel was a veteran in the game. He's 26, bro.
Listen, I'll leave that one for you and Trey. That's a WrestleMania Night 2 type of situation. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think with Devin, it's like he's young, he's 25, he risked it. Like you can't discredit Devin. And the thing is, to be the youngest undisputed fighter ever. Listen,
In the four belt era as well. Like
in a
he's made
full belt
history,
era.
and people just shit on him, man. I've
Listen,
never seen
and don't
anything like
don't
it.
don't get me wrong. Like with all kudos to Ryan Garcia because do I still think he's a bit off his rocker? Absolutely. He just happens to be one of the few places in life where being off your rocker can benefit you. However, you can't keep him rolling the dice like that. And kudos to Ryan Garcia. I hope he makes the most of this situation to bring more attention to boxing so that when the rematch does happen, it's going to be even greater. Whether I honestly don't think he knows what weight class he's going to be because he's saying I can't make 140, which is true because he's like literally all his 145s that are supposedly be there have been catch weight. That's probably why Devin Haney done well to bait him in into saying like, yo, 500K for every pound you miss. And listen, for a
Bro,
loss,
he finessed
that's a
him,
nice
bro. Like,
cushion.
look at this
For
finesse job, Ray. This is the finesse
I
job.
respect it. I
Ryan
respect it.
literally went there, knew he wasn't fighting for no goddamn titles. Absolutely had us all in hysterics, right? Got into Devin's head. Like, Devin literally, from that first round when he got that first check left hook, he he had the game plan knocked out of him.
Yeah.
He did, literally. That was
A lot of
everything
people
after that
saying
was
he
pure
he
survival
was like
instinct from
fighting on the
Devin. But
front foot like he normally doesn't.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't use anything that made him hard to beat, or like it was that to me looked like. And I've seen fighters where they get hit, and all that shit that they did for that time is just out
Gone.
there,
Yeah.
finish. That's what I saw from Devin. Devin obviously overlooked Ryan because he thought Ryan was an idiot, which he is. But the thing is that he's
And now Devin's learned the lesson as well. Because do you
and he
know what?
bet on himself, bro. He earned 12 mil, bro. He paid 1.5 mil. Do you know what? If I'm Devin, man, I need to I need to spam him some way. There has to be some way I need to get this guy back,
He'll
bro.
be
He
listen, man.
checkmated
He'll
him
be all
completely.
good. Devin Haney,
But he
all he
doesn't
needs
need
to.
Bill Haney anymore, Ray. I think he needs another trainer. Bill has
I've
taken
said
him.
this for a long time, but I also believe that remember their first choice coach was Ben Davison. But then obviously he's got a situation where due to affiliation, he can't go to the States. And I do feel like with Bill, he still needs to be in his corner. He just doesn't need to be the main coach. But credit to Bill, I don't think he's ever said that he wouldn't mind stepping aside. I actually think that Bill is comfortable with stepping aside. It just has to be the right person. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, with Ben Davison's situation, he can't get anyone else. Or let me rephrase, he doesn't trust anyone else to be the main guy. So I don't know what they're gonna do from this point because obviously he does need that main coach in the corner in the live action because the coach isn't just there for the training camp. The coach is there for when the match is happening. And Bill will be a good second, but I don't think right now in key moments like that you need the right first coach to just be like, yo, this is what we're doing. But you live and you learn, you come back. All the greats,
Bro,
whether it
I'm
be
just tired
Sugar
of
Ray
these men
Leonard.
just talking shit in the corner when their sons are getting finessed. This is what I'm trying to say to people. Fucking stop it, man. When you go with your padre a certain amount of time
Hmm.
after, because you're emotionally invested.
Yeah,
There's very rare occasions where a fighter, father son duo kind of go all the way. It's
yeah,
because, bro, if I see my son getting mashed up, bro, like I'm not thinking like about the game plan. I'm like,
yeah,
son, are you okay? Or
yeah.
in
Nah.
Teofimo Lopez Senior's example, what are you
Listen,
doing? Give him the
here's
old one, bro. And all the dads are moving
Ryan
the head
Garcia's
crazy,
dad
bro.
is a
Garcia's dad
funny.
is telling Eddie Hearn, fuck you, no, fuck you. And then the
And
next thing,
then,
Jerron Ennis,
well, no, no.
let's
Speaking
press.
of that, good segue. So, Jordan Ennis just got first match sorted, date to be decided against Crowley, I believe. Matchroom have won the purse bid. They beat PBC, ironically. So, for now, with Matchroom now securing this fight for Ennis, they're saying they're bringing it back to Philadelphia. Do you think 150? Wait, let me not say 154. After Ennis solidifies this title win, do you think him versus Crawford should be at 147?
No, I think that
I'm
fight should be
brilliant.
at 154. I think I don't think if on Boots, I get it because you don't know how long Crawford's got in the game,
Hmm.
but Crawford's got a very hard fight with Madrimov, man. That is not guaranteed in no sense of the word. Do you expect Crawford to go through that? Yeah, I mean, His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh.
Come on, shout him out, man.
Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my guy.
I wish I had a soundboard right now. It deserves a few bombs, but I
Yeah,
can't.
bro, we need the product. Can we get the, in the Breakfast Club they drop on a Clue's bombs, drop
Put
on
on
the
a
Rico's
DJ,
bombs
please.
for Turkey Al Sheikh, bro. Like shout out to my guy. Obviously we follow each other. He's a
Oh,
man of very.
you patched up after the
Yeah.
initial.
Nah. We're good. That's my guy, bro.
Had a little
Honestly.
pass, but we're back.
Yeah, no, there is misunderstandings. I want to shout out Boxing Kingdom as well for getting me unblocked. Shout out to him, man.
Come
I love
on,
that
man.
Australian. But no, Boots Boots needs to fight somebody, right?
Hmm.
Look, I hate to be the bad guy in this situation, but Boots actually needs a real body on his record because he's got nobody, bro. He's not fought anybody. No one wants to recognize this stuff, but it's true. I'm not saying that his skill is not there and he's not that guy, but he's fought nobody whatsoever. So, you know what I mean?
Do you know
You
what?
know,
Wait. Side note, yeah. Neutral. When you say excuses, what excuses have we given? Is it, if this relation's Ryan Garcia, if I'm not mistaken, we haven't discredited what he's done in the ring. We're discrediting what he's done outside of the ring. We've never dis-
absolutely. Like, no one can tell me. All
we've
right,
never
production,
discredited what he's done
can
in the
we,
ring.
Jesus. Um, guy. No, like you're
That's
saying,
my
right?
thing. We've never discredited
No,
what he done in the ring. He went in there, he fought to the best of his ability, and even for the people, listen, man, I understand it's entertainment over education, but if you actually watch the fight, he didn't really outfight Devin.
It wasn't dominating. It wasn't dominating. It was
Yeah,
Ryan
that's what I say. Yeah,
literally.
he had dominating moments. People are acting like this was the second coming of Spence versus Crawford. It's like
It
no,
wasn't.
let's
Spence
relax
got
right
his
now.
shit handed to him on a
Yo, yo,
silver
yo,
platter, bro. This
yo,
wasn't
easy,
that.
easy. Whoa, easy, easy. Spence is my guy. It's still Team Big Fish here.
And he still got his ass whooped, bro. Look, I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
listen,
sorry. I'm sorry to be that
and
guy. You
Spence is
know,
another.
I'm
Spence
a
is
special
another
guest
one.
today.
Listen,
So
Spence is another one. He took it when everyone else making excuses. He said, "Listen, yo, no one do that for me. I went in there. I took my whooping like a man. And he walked out like a man." But with Ryan Garcia, I've not discredited what he's done in the ring because at the end of the day, whether it's the weight, whether it's the antics outside, my man went inside the ring, and then he went machine for machine, and he let people know, listen, the left hook don't jam. However, we cannot think that this is going to go on longer because people are going to clock onto his game. And like he said, if he wants to go 147, I actually like that. I don't know whether he's still going to be in Golden Wear. I'm intrigued to see if he still signs with them. At the same time, I
nah,
think he
he will
might
be a
end
golden boy. No one else
is going to deal with
can
that.
maintain whatever the hell that
And
is.
initially, I thought Matchroom would have been good for him, but I think after this week,
No way.
Eddie's
Nah.
probably thinking this guy is a head case. There's no way I want to deal with this. But now, listen, the price might have gone up for Ryan Garcia. Yesterday's price is not today's price, and now Ryan Garcia might be on a thing of listen, Oscar, look at what I've just done for you. Bring that bag up. Although I actually do want to see him at 147. How does he look like at a proper weight class? Because I also think with Ryan Garcia, he's one of those people where it's almost like if he self sabotages enough, when he loses, he can just be like, "Oh well, you know what happened, man? If I took this properly, then
He's an
I
idiot.
wouldn't have
He's that
lost."
one friend in like at school when you man just squabble in there. Nah, I could have beat you, bro. I just slipped. Just. Nah, I had you. I had you. I swear, swear. What did you man record it? No.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's a very good point, and I feel like if he's gonna go 147, go 147. Then let's see this properly. I want to see if Ryan Kyle cap he would be an undisputed. Well, let's chill with the undisputed talk because I don't know what weight class you're talking about. He hasn't competed at for a world
He's
title
never compete. This
135.
is what I'm saying. He's never he hasn't in his last
He
three
hasn't.
fights. He's not
People are
been.
putting this champion status on him. Yeah. What time has he fought at the championship weight? You can't get championship status if you ain't fighting at championship weight. As for as much slack as some people might give Tank, at least Tank at low weight class is not a lightweight. When it
He's a
came down
legitimate
to it,
world champion.
yeah,
See, I've
legitimate
never
world
ever said
champion.
that Tank isn't. My thing is that I don't understand these D riders for Ryan and this victory when the whole thing was a shit show. And I've not
It's
even given
bandwagon.
Tank the proper like I haven't given him the full kudos for beating Ryan anyway because that rehydration limit is different. But this is what I'm saying. You can be professional to like then, but you can't be professional for Devin. And Devin, people hate Devin so much they're actually okay with fucking Zack Snyder's the Joker, right? Absolutely finessing him and just like, Ryan. I'm like,
Do you know what it is? People like a circus show, and I
one
don't
one
like
thing,
when
one
people
thing.
try to
Sorry,
act like
Ray,
they
and
don't.
then I'm
No,
gonna
go
let
on,
you land.
land. Go on, go on.
One thing. They're saying this young man is finished. They're saying that this young man needs to go on a hiatus. They're like the disrespect, bro. And I've only seen this with Joshua. This type of nonsense. I've only seen it with
Listen,
AJ.
that AJ, the way people turn turncoat for AJ and
I'll
then
never
give it a
forget it,
year.
bro.
I know. Listen, I remember, man. I will remember, and then I guess AJ is at a point of his career where he's like, I know it. And this one thing I even respect Shakur Stevenson for because Shakur went on, socials and was just like, as much as I don't like Devin, I'm not kicking that man when he's down. And furthermore, this guy was all you guys' favorite before this win. I mean, before
No, he
this loss,
wasn't. He
and then
wasn't.
all of a sudden. No, but I mean in terms of
Oh,
not
the
not
fight. Yeah, yeah,
everyone.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
after the fight, all of a sudden, you lot
He's a
disregarding
bum.
him. And I remember Shakur was just like, that's why when some of you lot are criticizing him, as much as some may not like Shakur, I respect the fact that he's just like, I'm gonna fight a way that benefits me. Because watch me, once I lose, you lot are gonna turn your back and say all types of nasty things. And one thing I don't like is when casuals keep on saying, "Oh, we want to see the best fight the best," and they're like they're too good for like a circus show. It's like, no, you guys like circus shows. You lot deserve the Jake Paul versus KSIs of the world. You lot deserve the KSI. Who did KSI fight in his last fight? Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury.
That's what a lot of the public deserve, because the moment two athletes at their top, at their prime, well, let me not say Ryan's not his prime, but two top athletes go into that ring and you start clowning them like they're bums, I'm just like, you lot deserve the worst sometimes. And that's why even when
Fucking
people are
scumbag.
talking about when
No, see, Ray, let's just keep it a buck 45, 150 rupees, bro. Assholes, the lot of you. It's like you want something, and then when you get that shit, you make the loser feel like
cuss
they've
it
accomplished nothing. And for me,
crazy,
and people like me, it's disgusting, bro. Like, why you all the best fighters in history had losses, bro. Hearns, Hagler, Duran. You know, I met
all of
obviously
them.
Duran the other week.
Tommy
I think it was
Hearn,
all of that. But it's
there's
like,
who else?
but now it's like, oh, you've lost your O, and then you're giving next man the credit for beating the guy that he hasn't even fought. Like, I'm thinking to myself,
That's
like,
the nastiest stuff. People
that's
need to
the
stop with the
stupidest shit
hypotheticals.
ever, and it happens all the time. Remember with Wilder, AJ lost. People were like, "Yeah, Wilder would have beat Ruiz." Da, 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 da. And look what's happened. Full circle, pal.
Look at all
Yeah.
these hypotheticals that people keep on doing. Yeah, this is one of the few spaces in life where you don't have to deal with hypotheticals. You can make the matches happen. We don't need to keep on going, oh, my man would have beat my man. Guess what? If you're the best and you'll stay up there, go face each other. And obviously, Shaz
Lomachenko's old. Lomachenko's old when he fought. So why didn't Tank fight him when he was there? Tank
and
was a world champion.
Tank is the oldest out of all of them.
He's
And I like
he
Tank.
is a pro as long as AJ.
Crazy.
Bruv, come on. Like, just, you
Crazy.
know what I mean? People call me a fanboy, this, da, 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 da. Nah. You lot don't have any real facts to say any type
You
of
lot
shit
don't,
back to me,
and
bro.
don't get me wrong, we need the supporters because I mean not the supporters, shall I say, the casual fans, because the casual fans are the ones that when it comes to the big shows, they are the ones that put money into this thing. However, I'm gonna sound snobby when I say this, but it is what it is. I don't like how much talking power some of the casual fans have sometimes, or some of the headlines the casual fans are allowed to state. Because I'm just like, if you don't know that much about boxing, that's cool in itself. I'm not out here trying to be like, right, you can't speak on the thing, but it's the authority that some people speak about on boxing or combat sports, where it's just like, hold up, you don't even pay attention to this thing. And then there's a lot of people where they're not even watching the sport for the sport. They're not even watching it for the spectacle of it. They're watching it just to have agendas on social media and see who can get the status that gets the most likes and retweets, and it's just like is loser stuff. Go outside, touch grass, man. I beg you.
Ha! Go outside, touch
Go
grass, bro.
outside, touch grass. I beg
Merchandise
you,
coming
it'll
soon.
do listen, it'll benefit your life, I'm telling you. But anywho, we move on from that. There's a few things to cover just before that. So then obviously like we alluded to earlier, Crawford 154, they're finalizing that for August. Do you feel Fundora will fight Errol Spence then for that 154 title? And will we get a unification between Bud and Spence later on?
No, Bud, he'll fight for the unified title against Mag.
No, but I'm
Um,
saying on the other side of the bracket where
on the other side of the
Fundora's
bracket, no. I think Tim Zoo is going to get his rematch against Fandora.
apparently
Um,
Tim Zoo. Well, this is what I'm saying. New news that's just come in. Apparently Tim Zoo's gonna be facing Virgil Ortiz.
I don't know until because the thing is in boxing, there's no such thing as a secret.
Yeah,
So from what I've heard from camps and things and whatever, they've dedicated that rematch to Tim. Um, Also, Spence and a lot of entities want that fight in Dallas.
yeah,
So at the moment, it's two of the belts are Crawford is there. I think um I think it's highly unlikely that Spence will fight Fundora next. If he does, then
listen, and you gotta remember, if Spence faces Fundora,
he's
if
very
I'm
inactive. This is what like his fans don't understand this shit. You
mm,
need to be active as an elite fighter. There's
hmm.
like you can't just dip and dab, come out, come back in. Because Fundora sparks Spence, then what happens?
I'll cry, I can't lie.
I know you will,
I
and I'll
will
be there.
absolutely.
You Trey, I'll do a voice chat. I'll be in agony on that day. But that's what I'm saying. Fuck around and find out. Actually, like,
People are
oh no,
saying I've seen that Crawford is also inactive, but Crawford also lives the life of
live the
training
life
regularly.
as you've seen. Look at like they were both inactive when they fought each other, and one absolutely put the other in the dirt, bro.
The
Crawford
only
didn't
thing
look like
is,
he had.
and Spence, from his own admittance, takes a lot of time out from boxing in general outside of camp. And my thing is, if he's still doing that and goes in against Fundora, even if you're not technically better than Fundora, listen, man, Spence's body's gone through the ringer. Spence has not lived a lifestyle to his own admittance. And as you get older, the sport will punish you. The sport is unforgiving, and tiredness makes coward of men. And if you go in there unprepared, and is a catch 22 though, because I feel like for the beating that Spence took, he also needed to take time away from the sport. But you can't receive a beating like that and then go back in there straight away. So I think the
But
most
he
important
wasn't
thing,
active before. Crawford at least fought
but this is what I'm
Avanasius.
saying. It depends on lifestyle wise. What has Spence been doing whilst he's been off? Have you been like
Mate, he's been
taking?
having car crashes, cataracts, fucking
Yo,
cataracts, man.
relax on my guy, man.
I'm, bro. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'm saying facts, but he's literally had cataracts, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
even. I didn't even know what that shit was until I had to like Google it. And then, all right. I'll respect for you, Ray Ray, because you are my guy. I won't go in on him too much.
Ryan is
However,
you
he's a
wait,
fucking
neutral,
disaster, bro. He's
neutral,
a
you know that is a
disaster.
lie.
He honestly needs to have a nice little tune up, lose some weight, okay? Because when he walked into that post
That
fight presser
ring.
with
Yeah, he
Fundo,
looks a bit heavy.
me looked like that. He looked like he had a training camp with Andy Ruiz. Okay, so take of that what you will.
Boy, we'll wrap up in a bit, but neutral. I know you're trolling at this point, because man said Ryan is the lineal king at 140. Ryan hasn't even made 140, so he literally can't be the lineal king there. That is a lie.
Lineal King of 143. Well done.
Listen, listen, Garcia's got his own weight class, his own catch weight. He's the catch weight champion of the world. Shout out Haney. I did okay. Let's go from here. What do you think should be next? Do you think Haney should go straight into the rematch, or do you think he should do his mandatory with Sandor Martin first, get some rust off him, and come back? What are you
Leave
saying?
140. Leave 140 behind. Go to 147. Fight Ryan. Next. That's a nice
I can't. You're moving. You're
acclimatization.
moving. This is where we're gonna have to disagree.
No, because
And are
Devin's
you saying
major
for one off
problem, Devin's
for one
major
off?
problem is that he's kept himself at low weights that are unhealthy for too long. So he should theoretically now be moving up to 147. But because he stayed at 135 for so long, they say weight bully or whatever like that. If you make check
Yeah,
weights and if you make the weight on the day, shut up about weight bully. Get that away.
yeah.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a weight
So
bully.
then,
So a
what do you
man
think
that
is going to
makes weight.
happen if he goes 147 and he hasn't got the power to keep people off him? Then what? Because I think
I
that's the
think he
issue as
will have
well,
that power, but like cut it. Like wait, guys, please watch documentaries and shit on fighters cutting weight. That
for
makes
sure.
the fight. Honestly, I'm telling you, lot, it's not an excuse to say this or whatever like that. Cutting weight has defined a fighter, right? That's why it's so important to have people around you that I understand why you did the things that you did, but you fucked about for way too long and pretty much I think denied yourself on 40 now.
So what you saying? Later,
You look great against Regis, but you know he
mm-hmm.
barely made that weight. I think he had to take the boxes off on that day. That told
Oh,
me everything I needed to know.
no, did he? Yeah, no, I hear that. But I
Did he though?
don't. My my thing is this: if he goes 147, to be fair, the killers at 147 are gone. The killers were obviously you had the Sean Porters, you had the Errol Spence, you had the Crawfords, you had Ugas there. I won't call him a killer, but he was a defo top guy. Is it too fast for Haney to move up to 147?
No. Fucking hurry up actually. Go.
Fair.
No, it's ridiculous. Like, bro, you're big. You're a huge
Mm.
guy. You have a massive frame. Why fuck about at a lower weight when your advantages are right there for your 147? Doesn't
I
make any
can't
sense.
lie. I'll be very upset. Nah, Mr. Styles is saying that he should rematch Devin Haney for the rematch Garcia for the belt. This you can't.
No, no.
People,
Leave
this
140
is what
alone.
people are being obtuse about this. Yeah, this is one thing that I need people to stop doing. Ryan has never made 140. Why do people keep on saying fight for the belt 140? He hasn't made it. Garcia is going up to 147. Period.
It's not
He's the
even that.
actual.
He literally tweeted out saying, like, if I'm a winner, I screwed this guy. He said it.
The man literally came out and said, "Yo, I cheated. I cheated to win,
And
and it is
people are
what it
like,
is."
yes. Well, I'm like, bruv, let's
I
give me
told
a
you
comment.
they like people like
I'm
a
fixing shit.
circus. People like a circus. You like a car crash because Ryan Garcia right now the trajectory he's on is going to be a car crash. It's not going to be if and when and how big the flame's going to be once it happens. My only thing is should Devin go up just yet? And what's going to be more upsetting as well, I still want to see Devin first tier at 140. But if he goes up to 147, you can't mess up your body by going up and down. So that means if Devin goes up, we have to forego on that Tio fight and a Matthias fight as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, that is
So
a
be it.
shame. If that happens, that is a big shame.
No, but
Especially
we're acting like they're not going to move up in weight anyway. Like, Devin can have a longer time at 147. It just makes sense.
do you know what's gonna be funny for Devin? I know they don't want to say it out loud. Nobody in that division wants to fight Boots.
Nah,
No one,
I think there's people that want to fight Boots.
no one in that, unless you are getting paid. I even saw Eddie do a video clip. There's two people right now in the lower weight classes that no one wants to face unless you're compensated well. That is Shakur, for different reasons though. That is Shakur and Boots. Boots is hurting anything in front of him, hence why, like we even mentioned before, Ryan Garcia's dad heard Boots' name and he said, "Yo, no mass. I
But
don't
Boot,
do that
like,
to my son."
yes, but he's not fought anyone, and he hasn't looked great in his last couple fights anyway.
That's under PVC. That's because he hasn't had regular fights. But I
No,
think
no, he went in
that's the
there
truth.
and he looked like shit, and he hasn't
Who?
fought anybody.
Nah, let's not do that to Boots.
Who's he fought?
No, no, no. If you're talking about the caliber of fighter, I agree. Because, like I said, the greats of welterweight yesteryears are gone now. They've either moved up in weight class or retired, or at the twilight, a la Keith Thurman. So I'm saying for Boots right now, he's in a
Clarissa
disadvantageous
Shields beat
position.
Keith Thurman, by the way.
let's chill on that. I'm not entertaining that.
Just chucking it out there.
However, what I will say is this: Tio is kind of screwed anyway because Top Rank don't seem to have any top talent at 140 for him. So he's kind of stuck on a position where your side of the bracket, there's no one to really fight. Obviously, Matchroom has now got Matthias as well, who they're trying to build up. If Haney goes up, they're going to be pissed because Haney and Matthias is basically what they were trying to. That was the medium term route. So now, if Haney goes up, it'll be good. It'll still be good for Boots because he'll have a reputable name. It'll be dangerous for Haney because I don't know if he's ready for a fight like that. But for the short term, do you think, just to close out, do you think end of year we will get Garcia first Haney rematch, or do you think it will be a fight for next year?
I think there's a 65% chance that it will be next because Devin gave him a voluntary and gave him an opportunity. It's only fair the other way. And I think that Oscar understands that and he understands the business to it, especially
Because
fight
if
in the
that's the
summer.
case, then Haney might as well have. Well, Haney got two options. Then you have a face Sandor Martin at 140 and get your mandatory out of the way, or you go up to 147. You take a lesser opponent just to get acclimated to the weight class, and then you start building up to that rematch. And then the same thing for Ryan Garcia as well. Go 147, fight someone that's not too great, have a showcase fight. Both of them show off what they can, and then whether it be end of this year or beginning of next year, we got a rematch then.
Yeah, both sides to me are good, but Devin will be back. I just think that people just thinking just off of one loss, this young man is done. Just shut up.
Listen, you can't. I've learned to just blank out certain people. You just block certain pages. You don't entertain certain talk. You just replay what Uncle Roger said. Some people don't know shit about boxing, and then you remember. Listen, it's even in football terms. I always say there's going to be a certain time in life when some of us that are outside and really watching football, when some youngers going to say, "Yo, look at Eden Hazard's numbers. He wasn't even that good." So you got to take everything with a pinch of salt. There's a lot of people here that engage rather for agendas than the actual entertainment of the sport itself. So we can't entertain it. But on that note, listen, I have to say, Rico, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so
We're
much for
definitely
having
gonna
me,
have
man. Really
thank you
enjoyed
for
this.
coming on, man. I appreciate it. Abbas get well soon and definitely we've got many discussions to have in the future. You alluded to earlier on, our group chats are heating up, so there's going to be a lot of plenty of discussions to come up. Obviously, the 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 second part of your match with Trey will be coming up. I don't know whether it's going to happen on R and
It's the
R.
revenge of the light skins. Basically, we are up in 2024. We're not holding back whatsoever. I'm coming and I'm flaming everybody this year.
Listen, man,
Taking
he
no
said
names, no
him, Chris
prisoners.
Brown, and Drake is top three
We're
right
out here,
now.
bro. We're 3-0, literally. Um, so I'm giving Trey the rematch. Um,
This-
so yeah,
So
just
obviously, to those that subscribe, to those that ain't subscribed, subscribe. iBoxing Hub for the rematch between Trey versus Rico, which will be coming soon. Whether it's on R&R, which is his show which is Rico's show on Thursday, whether it's the boxing roundup on Sunday. People, watch out for the schedule. And for closing notes, Rico, give them your socials so they know where to reach you.
thank you so much, my brother, man. Really appreciate it. Really enjoyed this, Ray. Thank you so much for having me again. You can see at the bottom here, NSS underscore IIKO underscore boxing. Instagram is IIKO underscore boxing. I do Twitter spaces, show, like, to be honest, if you're in boxing, you know who I am and what I'm about. But I just want to give up massive shout out to Abbas. Get well soon, my brother. God bless you. I just want to say thank you so much to Ray. Also want to say that you can get a lovely tracksuit like Ray is wearing. D Rock, who sponsors the likes of Johnny Nelson, Joseph Parker, all types of good stuff. Shout out to obviously the creator Romney. The code for 40% off, and please do this because we get bread as well, so it helps us. Is iBoxingHub 24. Okay, that's iBoxingHub 24. Go on the D-Rock website, get your drip. Look fly like Ray Ray. And
It's comfy, man.
yeah.
Love as always, people. We're signing out.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my scars with a sweet one.